Hi, my name is Derek Edwards. I will be discussing grievance discussion case number 3. My role is the labor relations manager for the Barrera Recycling Company. We will discuss, or I will discuss, and give you an overview of what led to the termination of Ms. McNamara and give support for why this termination is just and should stand. First, we will begin by giving you some background. First, Ms. McNamara was a 20-year employee who transferred in from another facility in January. Over her tenure at our facility, she was reprimanded verbally for her work performance and safety issues. She had been reprimanded for sleeping during a safety meeting. She had been reprimanded for not wearing safety devices or safety gloves, safety hard hat, and safety glasses while working on the plant floor. On October 26th, Supervisor Gomez observed her reading a Sports Illustrated during working hours. As a result, on October 28th, she was given a 3-day suspension. And during that suspension, as a result of that suspension, she was also given a notice that let her know if she was caught violating any of the company's rules within the next 12 months, she would be terminated. She never grieved any of these or this suspension at all. Once again, on December 9th, she was observed by Supervisor Gomez sorting material without safety gloves on. This is what led to her termination. If we look at the working agreement between the union and the company, it does give us some instances where an employee can be terminated. Of those, we found 4 that she is guilty of. First, disobedience, not obeying the company rules and working safely or wearing their proper safety gear while working. Neglect of duty, neglecting to be safe as she's working. She cannot be safe if she's not wearing the proper safety equipment. 3, sleeping on duty. As we stated, during safety meetings, she was observed sleeping. And the final infraction is that she was reading books or reading a magazine, Sports Illustrated, while she was on duty, which again are 4 causes of immediate discharge as agreed upon by the working agreement. Also, not just our rules, OSHA standard 1910.138A states that employers shall select and require employees to use the appropriate hand protection when employees' hands are exposed to hazards, that being severe cuts or lacerations. In this industry, they sort sharp or bottles that have been broken, sharp objects that come from cans, or any kind of metal that comes across the conveyor belt. As stated in the next slide, an employer has the responsibility to do what is necessary for employees to avoid foreseeable injuries or illness. We know that this is a dangerous industry, and lacerations can happen, limbs can be lost. That's why workers are required to wear the proper gear to prevent this from happening. Rybach 1997 states or gives some rules for when employees should be disciplined. It says that, or he says that it should be performed to correct behavior, must be fair, must be dealt with consistently, and necessary to correct that behavior. And this is all that the company was trying to do by giving her warnings and not terminating her on the other offenses that happened prior to her termination. It's even stated that most contracts specify the offenses that can lead to an employee's discharge, while also providing an appeal process in the event this occurs. As we stated there, she never filed a grievance for her suspension, but she did file one for the termination. We will prove that she is in violation of the rules and was given opportunities to correct it and remain employed. Carol Doherty came up with 7 tests of just cause. If this goes to arbitration, we have a strong belief that we will be successful in her termination standing. First question of just cause is, was the worker given advance warning of probable consequences of his or her conduct? And she was. She was reprimanded on several occasions, and she was also on her, as of her suspension, given a notice that let her know that if she was caught violating any of the rules or regulations within a 12-month period, she would be terminated. And this is what occurred. Second one says, was the controlling rule, order, or standard reasonably related to the efficient and safe operations? Yes. She needed to, or was required to, work safely to avoid losing limbs or being injured severely. It is my take that the company did take the appropriate actions, and that this termination is just. As an end note, we all should be conscious of the earth and try to protect it as much as possible. So please do your part and recycle. Thank you.